Hi, I'm Rich Formidoni from Korg USA. We're here at GearWire.com, and I'm going to show you the Wavedrum. The Wavedrum dynamic percussion synthesizer works very differently than any other electronic percussion instrument you've ever played. Instead of simply triggering samples, the Wavedrum has piezo transducers, one here and two in the rim, plus a pressure sensor in the middle of the head. And the transducers are actually listening to the way that you play and using an audio impulse from that performance to drive the modeling synthesizers within. So I've got a snare drum model called up here, and you can hear how it sounds with sticks. As you play in the middle, the tone is very much open. As you play closer to the rim, it's closed off a little bit like it would be on the real snare. Now, as you play with brushes, you get a completely different tone. So it picks up even the slightest touch. And if you hit it with mallets, it sounds just like a snare drum being hit with mallets. Now, in addition to being able to hit the Wavedrum with sticks, brushes, and mallets, you can also use your hands. Now, the pressure sensor underneath, I just use that to change the pitch of this djembe model. Now, I'll switch us over to one of our conga models here, and I'll show you that in addition to producing the open tone and the rim tone, you can even do gestures like mutes and slaps. So it's very much just like the real instrument. There's no learning curve. You just play it just like you would the real thing. Now, in addition to the standard staple percussion instruments, there's also some very cool world instruments, such as this clay pot. In addition to the clay pot model, there's also a shaker in the middle. Now I'll grab the mallets here and show you how our timpani model sounds. As we're playing these sounds, you'll notice that there are two different textured surfaces along the rim. These are great for giving you a little added expression to the sound. Lots of the sounds in the Wavedrum have combinations of kicks and snares and hi-hats and all kinds of other synth textures. So you can really do an entire drum performance just from the one Wavedrum. Now I'm going to jump back to the conga model for just a second and show you that the sounds in the Wavedrum are definitely not locked in. So there are 100 different presets and room for 100 of your own sounds. So for example, if I have this conga model and I want to change the tuning of the drum, I can do that very easily, and I can do it all right from the front panel. So all I need to do is select the portion of the sound that I want to modify, I can tune it right from the panel. This is also really useful because there's an auxiliary input on the back of the Wavedrum. It's an 1/8 of an inch jack that lets you plug in a music player, another Wavedrum, or any other musical source. So if I have two of them together, I could detune one and have a dual conga setup. Now on the back panel, there are also left and right audio outputs. There's also a headphone jack on the back of the Wavedrum. So if you want the world's coolest practice pad, you can just plug in and jam along with your favorite sounds. Now I've just called up a timbale model, and what I want to show you is that there are 100 different loops that you can jam along with. So I'll just dial through a few of them here. Now you might also notice we're actually playing a real 10-inch Fiberskin coated drum head. This is a replaceable drum head, and Korg recommends a Remo Fiberskin 3 replaceable head, and you can actually adjust it using these 5 lugs right here. So if you take these lugs off, the rim pops open and you can just take the head off and replace it with a new one, and tighten it up to adjust the sensitivity and the response of the Wavedrum. So that is the Wavedrum from Korg. Thanks very much for watching.